Well, hello. So, welcome to another vlog. Today is January 15th. I am going to be working on two main things today. The first one being editing. I have so much editing to do, as well as starting the next phase of my Ben prep, which is kind of my world of story stuff. So there are certain locations and stuff in my story that I kind of want to draw kind of like floor plans for, so I have like a good sense of the geography of the space when I'm writing it, as well as because there is a road trip element, I really want to get a little more clear on exactly like the route and where they stop and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be working on that today. I'm getting started on my World of Story phase of my Ben prep. Feeling really good. I'm starting with kind of getting a really good sense of where my main character is from. She's originally from Halifax, Nova Scotia. So I'm just, using some Google Earth, Google Maps, and getting a feel for the area and, what it looks like, what kind of houses are there and stuff like that. So I have an idea of the house, the house and the street and the area. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I feel like I can get lost in this for hours, but I'm going to try to not let myself do that and just get the information that I need and get out, because I can do this for days. But yeah, that's what's going on. I'm really enjoying this. I'm getting lost in the world of real estate right now. But I am finding some really good photos for inspiration, and I'm excited. I'm gonna do some sketching and stuff. I'm gonna break it up a bit. I'm gonna work on some road trip things, and yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay. So I'm spending the day going between my Ben prep work and my editing. You know what's really hard? Coming up with a name for a pet grooming salon, it's specifically a dog grooming salon. So I've just been kind of writing some names and words down to help me figure out a name, because I can't decide on a name, and I'm really bad at naming things. But yeah, other than that, I've kind of just spent this first work session going over, just doing research about grooming salons, because I know absolutely nothing about, dog grooming and that, world. So I've been, looking at reference photos, I've been looking at services and equipment, and yeah, that's what's going on. Well, hello. So today is January 18th. I lately have been really obsessed with my story. I've been trying to divide my time between editing, because I need to edit, I need to have a video up, and I've been trying to vlog and working on Ben, finishing my prep work for Ben, and I have been just loving getting into the prep work for Ben. So I've finished all of my character profiles. I have them kind of all organized, and I added details where I needed to add details. I feel really good. I feel like they're at a good place for me to move into draft 2. I've been working on the kind of more world of story aspects of my prep. So my world of story stuff, it's basically world building. When I think world building, I think more like fantasy and actually building a whole new world. But I like to call it world of story because it's a contemporary, so it's very much inspired by this world, and it adheres to the rules and the laws of this world. But there are, specific details to the world of my story. Madison, my main character, works at a grooming salon, so I've been wanting to kind of visualize and get a nice idea of the geography of the space, just so I can, in film and television we call it blocking. When I envision the scene and people are moving around in the scene or interacting in the scene, I like to have a visual of what that space is, so I know how they move around in that space. It's been so much fun doing that. And so I have finished the salon aspect, although I don't have a name yet for the grooming salon. I haven't picked a name yet. I spent yesterday finishing up kind of the floor plan. This is where we're at for the second draft of Ben. This is the layout of the grooming salon. Now, I know nothing about, this isn't to scale in any real way. When I was in film school, I did take production design, and I did have to draw floor plans and do stuff like that for sets, building sets. So I mean, I guess I technically have some experience, but I don't remember like a thing, and I haven't kept up with it, but I do enjoy it. Like I need that visual layout. It just helps me. This has been a lot of fun to do, and next I'm gonna be working on Madison's, like her house, and then another house that a lot of the story takes place in, and as well as just because there is a road trip element in this story, I need to figure out exactly, you know, the timeline of that road trip and the stops and all of that stuff. So I've done a little bit of work for each of these things. So I just need to continue to wrap all of them up and like finish getting all the details that I need to move into draft 2. So I'm ready for draft 2. But anyway, yeah, that's a lot of talking. Today is gonna be a good day. I just really love the like research and planning and like building of stories. Like I love that part of the process. So I've been feeling really good making these characters more real and making the story more real and like getting all this new information and like learning new things that are helping me make the story feel more real. I don't know how else to say it. It's feeling really good. But I've also been a little bit stressed because I don't have a video ready. Like I haven't posted, like I'm already late, and I need to edit. But I haven't felt this obsessed with this story in a long time, and I really want to take advantage of that. So I'm kind of like letting myself work on it, even though I know that I need to edit, like I need to work on YouTube stuff, because that's something that is also really important to me. And then I also have a little bit of stress because I know that I'm going to be starting work. Right now the start date is February 1st. I feel like I'm kind of on like a deadline, like I'm running out of time, like I'm racing against the clock to get my shit together, to get this story, you know, ready for draft 2, to start draft 2, to get on top of things when it comes to YouTube. Like I just feel like there's like a lot and I'm running out of time, so there's a little bit of stress. But you know what? I'm feeling good about the story. Even if no one else loves it, I love it. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna go to the grocery store now and then come back and do some work. Okay, so the day got away from me just a little bit. I got my groceries done. I did a little bit of food prep. I did a little bit of cleaning up, and I'm gonna get as much done as possible. Okay, so one of the things that I really need to do, I need to really figure out what the road trip timeline is so that I know where they stop and like when they stop, and like it makes sense in terms of like actual time traveling. So I'm gonna go over my notes. Okay, so I've got my OG book Bible, story Bible. I actually need to do an updated version. I'll probably put that in a vlog at some point. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. I feel like that might be a little bit boring. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look through my chapter and scene outline. Because here, originally I had dates. Like I actually had like days. So I'm gonna look at those days, make a little bit of an outline, and see if that's still when I want the story to take place, and then making sure that it makes sense in terms of them physically traveling and how long that would take. So that's what I'm doing right now. August. Do I still want it in August? What are the leaves like? When do leaves start changing? And what's the weather? All important things. Colors begin their peak at the end of September and continue until mid to late October. So we're looking at least September, so August doesn't work anymore. Okay, I have a start date. I love this part. I have bits of like backstory for a lot, like most of my characters outside of like my main characters. And I don't know that any of those details will ever be brought up or, you know, revealed in the story, but I like knowing them. You know, I just really love feeling like I know this story really well. And it's feeling really good because I feel like I know this story and these characters better than I did when I first started writing it. And when I finished writing the first draft, the 0 draft, I feel like I know them better. and I'm like falling more in love with them. Like I was like already in love with them, but I'm falling more in love with them in the whole story. The more that I learn about it, and I say learn about it as if it's a thing that already exists and I'm just learning about it instead of it being something that I'm actually like creating, which is interesting. But I don't know, I'm just loving it. It feels good. I love all these little things, and even though it takes a lot of time and I probably shouldn't be wasting or spending so much time on these things, I just love it. I wish I could get paid to do this part of the writing process, like just this part, you know? But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna keep working on this and just having the time of my life, you know? I'm just trying to have a good time. We're here for a good time and a long time, so yeah. I look greasy, but it's because of my oil that I put on, okay? Okay, so I have finished writing out like the timeline. I had to change it a few times because I wanted certain things to fall on certain days, so I needed to, you know, tweak it a little bit. But I think I've got a pretty solid timeline right now, at least for going into the second draft. Right now I'm gonna go get a coffee at Starbucks. I really shouldn't. I said I wasn't gonna at all this month, and I've already been 3 times. I've already had 3 coffees from Starbucks, and I'm trying to save money. I mean, I don't want to put it out in the universe, but I have a feeling that this is not going to be good for me. Whatever, I'm prepared to deal with the consequences of my actions, my decisions that I've made today. Okay, I think what I'm going to do right this second is input into my Scrivener the timeline that I've currently got right now. Once the story is out there for people to read, it's gonna be so sad when I get like the feedback that's like, oh, these characters are not great, or like they're not developed, or they're not like whatever, or just like I don't like this character. That's gonna hurt my soul, and I need to prepare myself for that, because like I feel like I know them in like such a like in a visceral way almost, and I don't think that I can translate that. I don't know yet if I can fully translate that onto words on a page for people to feel the same way. Or maybe I can. I don't know. We'll see. I'm already starting to feel sick. But I can't stop. Dude, I've never had such a hard time stepping away from working on Ben. I told myself I'd work on Ben until 3 and then switch to editing for at least, you know, an hour or so. And then 3 came and I was like, let me just work for another hour on Ben. And now it's, you know, 4:20 and I'm having a hard, like I had to like close my Scrivener file because I can't stop working on it. I have made some good progress. I have crossed off another 2 things on my World of Story to-do list. I mean, I wanted to have it all done by the time I started editing, but that's okay. The majority of what's left is I need to make like floor plans for a few other places in the novel, and then I feel pretty good. And then I feel pretty good about where I'm at and moving on to the last little bit of research and stuff that I need to do before I start chapter. I keep saying chapter, but it's draft 2 of Ben. I still have some coffee left and I really shouldn't drink the rest of it, but okay, I need to get out of my little Ben bubble. I think I need to break it up with just a little bit of actual like physical movement. Probably gonna do a little bit of stretching and then get into some editing, okay? I need balance in my life. I need balance. Okay, so I went to go see my parents for a little bit. I'm back home. It's 11 now. I got home about 10:30-ish, 10:15 maybe. And I've just been, okay, dude, first of all, the coffee hit me. I'm still feeling it. My body, I don't know why I do this to myself. So I switched over to working on the edit, and dude, I have made so much progress on this edit. Like I finished the rough cut and now I'm like doing my 3rd pass through and tweaking it and condensing it as much as possible. I'm kind of on a roll, so I really want to continue to do that. I might even like, I don't know, I might even finish it tonight and I might post it tomorrow, which is a day earlier than I thought I would be posting it. So that's great. I have a feeling because I had that coffee, I'm gonna be up until the early hours of the morning. I can probably go at least another hour pretty easily. So I'm gonna do the edit, and then if I'm still awake, if I'm still kind of, you know, I'm gonna continue working on Ben and finish what I have left of the World of Story part of my prep. So I'm feeling on fire today, okay? Like in a good way. If I could be this productive every day. Can you imagine the amount of work I can get done? Like, I would be so efficient. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna work on the edit, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. So it is almost 2 a.m. right now. I'm currently exporting the video. I was not expecting to finish editing. Like, the amount of editing that I had left to do, I was not expecting to be done. And I guess I wouldn't have been if I didn't drink that coffee and stay up until right now. But still, I feel really good. I made a lot of progress with Ben work, and I finished the edit. I can post this tomorrow. Insane. I'm gonna let this export and do some more Ben work. You know, it's just one of those days where I'm just getting so much work done, and I'm feeling good. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting on top of things a little bit. Like, this YouTube video was definitely stressing me out because I didn't post anything last week, so there was some pressure. You know, I was feeling the pressure. So it feels so good to have that done. But yeah, now I'm gonna do some more Ben work, and hopefully, I'd love to be in bed falling asleep by 3 a.m. That would be great.
And just a kid growing up in a small town. All I ever really needed was my crew around. And sweatpants, no fear on the t-shirt. Basic kids, but we always had a chauffeur. I found my ride or die for life, but it wasn't in a woman. Love might get lost, but then it's found again. And friends might be friends until the very end. But I've seen them come and I've seen them go.
Well, hello. So today is a special day, or it's gonna be a special day. I'm gonna make it a special day. First of all, it's so beautiful outside. It's so sunny. I just love when the sun is shining, when the sun is out, when the clouds have cleared, and the sun can just like do its thing and send us its energy. I just love the sun. I love when the sun is shining down on me. You know? Today's January 22nd. It's gonna be a big work day in general, but the first thing I'm gonna work on today is finishing my Ben prep work. I'm really close to being done. I think I probably have like another like 2 hours or so. I feel like I said that before and like it's been 3 days, but I'm mostly done. So last night, I managed to finally like finalize the kind of like the floor plans for some of the places that I really needed to sort out in my brain. So I have sorted them out, and that's exciting. I think I have one more actually to do. There's like one more that I need to do. So I'm gonna do that, and then there's just a bit more research that I need to do, and then I'm done the second draft prep work. I don't know that I'll start the second draft today. I think I'm gonna kind of finish the prep work and then start working on like YouTube stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I need to edit. So I'll probably do that and then probably start tomorrow. I completely forgot that I was into this band. Like I've added like 6 or 7 songs of theirs that I love. This one. Oh my god, I cried a little bit. I was so into the song. Like, I played this on repeat for like a year. Dude, this one. Those two were like definitely on my like OG writing playlist when I was writing like fan fiction and any of that. And then I went on to MXPX. I don't really remember being into MXPX, and I wasn't really, but this one song. Remember the song? Anyway, that was a great time, and I think it helped with my mood for today because I've been jamming out to them all morning, and it feels great.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
If you can call it a house, your mother could do with losing a bit of weight, couldn't she?
Draco
Shaking with fury. Everyone
is
was staring
such a
at him.
bitch.
Don't you dare insult my mother, Potter. Keep your fat mouth shut then, said Harry, turning away. Bang! Several people.
Yeah, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens.
Okay, so I have 1.5 more things to finish up before I'm basically done on my Ben prep work. Like, I'm just gonna go over everything again and just make sure that I hit all the things that I wanted to hit, and that I researched all the like really important things I need to research for this for the next draft. And yeah, I'm crashing a little bit. Dude, the other day when I had that coffee, it like messed me up for 2 days. The last 2 days I've just been kind of like recovering from that, but I am going to finish this up in the next, it's about 4:20 right now. I'm gonna be finishing up my Ben work. That's so exciting. Right now my plan is to start the second draft of Ben on Sunday, so January 24th. And that feels good. It feels really good.
All the earth and they sing with the mountains.
Well, your bones are the earth, and they sing with a mountain.
Yeah, your bones are the earth and they sing with the mountains.
Well, your bones are the earth, and they sing with a mountain.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
I can honestly keep working on things forever, but I'm calling it. I'm calling it. I am done what I needed to get done to feel like I can go into draft 2 and make it significantly better than the 0 draft. Okay, so let's do a little overview. So my prep work for draft 2, do a full read through of my 0 draft and make any and all notes that I felt were necessary. I finished that back in December. The next phase of my prep was to bulk up and, you know, organize my character profiles. So I have 16 character profiles. Obviously in varying degrees of importance. They're not all main characters, but they were significant enough where I felt like they needed their own dedicated profile. So I finished those profiles like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, a week ago or something. So then the next part of my prep work was to work on my world of story stuff. I have made some floor plans of a lot of the spaces in this novel, a lot of the places. So that was a lot of fun. One of the places was kind of stressful, like one of the houses. I have no idea what I'm doing, right? Like I don't design homes. I have no idea about any of that. I've like Frankensteined some places together, and I think also like some of these just don't make sense like structurally. Like I don't know. That was a lot of fun, and that was all part of my world of story stuff. And then I had some specific research that I need to do for things in the story that I don't want to talk about because it's kind of spoilery. But I had to research specific things. I also I didn't redo because I didn't technically really have one, but I did a more detailed like timeline. I had an outline, but I didn't have like a really detailed timeline. This time around, I was a lot more specific and intentional, I guess. So I did change some stuff around, and that changed my outline because it actually got rid of a chapter. So yeah, that was a lot of fun too. I really love like specifics. Like I love specificity. I love like getting all those like details, you know? Like I love it. I can get lost in it. And yeah, so now I'm officially done my prep work, and I can move on to actually doing my revision, doing the, you know, the second draft. I've never been this far before with a book, you know. This is all new to me. This is all really exciting. And I love it. I love it. That's what's going on. I'm gonna sleep on it, and then I'm gonna go over everything again tomorrow. And yeah, just kind of get ready to go back into drafting mode, you know? It's been a little while since I've been in drafting mode, so I'm excited to get back into it. Well, hello. So today is January 25th. I just wanted to kind of close off the vlog. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your writing is going, how your 2021 goals are going so far, how your reading's going, you know, anything, everything, whatever, all of it. Tell me everything. So thank you so much for watching, and if you got to the end of this video, comment down below, stay gold, because you are golden. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.